Hi everyone and welcome to this new episode of Dubai Wellness Talk. I am so thrilled and happy today to introduce Guy, one of the main actor into the Dubai scene, the wellness scene. She's also a very close friend, Mary, CRISTINE. Hi Mary, how are you?
I'm amazing. How about you?
I'm super happy to have you, and I'm super happy to speak about nutrition today. This is a very important topic in wellness in general, and particularly gut nutrition. So to start with, Mary, I'm going to ask you to introduce yourself. Who are you, Mary?
I'm the person that everybody needs in their life.
Yes, to help them eat better.
Just to help them get healthy. That's the main goal. But yeah, I have been in the health and wellness space for over 3 years now.
All right.
Really focused on gut health because I think for a number of years now, it has really been proven that gut health has a massive impact on our brain health, on longevity, on just the way that we need to be more mindful in order to track where we want to get in life. We want to live until I want to live to 150. I don't know about you. But you know.
If I make it 100, I think I'm going to be happy.
There has been talks though that, in the next 20 years, they would be able to have found technology to make us live to 150. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I don't know if I really want to live that long. But basically, what you're saying is like, if we want to live that long, gut health, it's one of the thing, yeah? It helps.
100%.
Oh, that's interesting,
like
guys.
Cellular health, it's like a game changer. It's like another level.
All right, so cool. That's great. We go right into the topic of nutrition. So, how can this be explained? The fact that healthy guts get you like healthy body for you to live longer.
Okay, happy to explain that. Well, I'm not sure how many of the viewers or watchers will be understanding about the gut-brain axis, but basically,
maybe better to explain because I don't understand.
Yeah, sure. But like what I wanted to say is that the gut is pretty much the most important regulator of our entire well-being.
Wow.
Holistic health is a massive topic these days on how we encompass whole body health. So gut health really works in a sense that when it is part of your everyday life, what you consume into your body, it triggers your brain in many ways. Now, brain health, especially when it comes to as we get older, dementia, Alzheimer's, these are all triggered and factors towards, they kind of used to think that it is genetics and hereditary, but now science believes that it also has a lot to do with lifestyle and diet.
Okay.
So I do believe that what you put in your body, what you eat is who you are. You are what you eat. That is the topic, right? You are what you eat.
And and just to add something, I remember a book, quite a well-known book, saying that your stomach is your second brain somehow, so you have all different, because see, to be honest, I didn't see, because what you're mentioning here is the relationship between mental health and gut, which is extremely interesting, because when we think about digestion and we think about guts, we don't necessarily think about the brain, the action on the emotion, the action of the sanity of our mental health. We're more into like a more metabolic vision, like the blood count, the white globule, the fat, the sugar level. So this is actually very interesting. So you're saying that the relationship between like healthy gut and healthy mind is actually something major, yeah?
Major, and very connected too. So the gut-brain axis in terms of when we eat food, the first thing that goes into our bodies is that it goes into our stomach, into our gut. And when you're somebody, for example, that suffer from childhood trauma, or if you're someone that suffers from emotional setbacks, what's the first thing that we do? How do we help alleviate the pain or these emotions that we feel? We go and reach out for something that will make us feel better. Do you know where that stems from, Allaoua? That stems from childhood, in a sense that our parents wouldn't know this, I would say, but a lot of the times, I think now parents are getting a bit more educated, but the older generation weren't so much, which the first thing that our parents used to do when they either would ask us to do something as a treat, they would always
Sugar.
offer us
Candies.
something, right? So do this to get this. And either it's an ice cream, either it's a pizza, either it's chocolate. There's always, it programs our brain into thinking that in order for us to feel better, we need to have sugar. We need to eat something. So hence...
Thank you, Mom, for this belly.
Hence why emotional eating and binge eating has become such a massive part of our existence in our lives today. It has targeted obesity. It has gotten us into depression and all sorts of
bulimia.
issues.
Now that you mentioned, it's true. There is a direct relationship. Like when you don't feel good, you usually want to eat more. Or when you don't want to eat like at all.
Yeah, or you don't want to eat at all.
Yeah, I never saw that this way.
Yeah, so that's why I feel like the gut-brain axis is super important in the way that we regulate our gut health, and it really is an impact with the foods that we eat every single day. If you're eating foods that are nutrient dense, if you're eating foods that are healthy, which is low carb, low sugar, not highly refined, you are putting your body in a state of feeding your good bacteria always, so you're always in an elevated mood. But when you're going to put your body into high cortisol levels with the foods that you're eating every day, triggered by high fat, high carb, you're always giving your body a level of toxicity, inflammation, chronic health problems and diseases.
Wow, there's so much like impact and consequences about what I think you said we are what we eat, and also about longevity. Now it makes a lot of sense, if you want to live longer, be careful what you eat. You talk about programming, and I find it very interesting. Like, you can program your guts. So if our guts have been in the gut-brain relationship, have been programmed the wrong way, the way that doesn't support our efforts, we feel always tired, we feel like gassy, we feel like sleepy. Is it possible to recode the gut?
Yeah, just like we can, break away from a lot of addictions. It's the same thing, right? You get addicted to sugar, you get addicted to alcohol, you get addicted to antibiotics and medication, you get addicted to sleeping pills. It's all an addiction that can be reversed.
Okay.
Right?
So there's hope.
There's always hope. There's always hope.
Tell us what to do, Mary.
What I love with my protocols and the way I work with people is I give people, I think the problem with diet culture today is that it puts people in a box. It's like they're on a leash. They're not given opportunities to have freedom. And the problem when you put people on a leash is they always want to rebel. It's like anything, right? So when you give people the freedom to make better choices and you educate them and you create awareness, they are more triggered towards sustainable health.
Okay, I see.
Now, what is sustainable health, Allaoua? Do you know?
What is sustainable health, Mary Christine? Thank you for passing me the question I wanted to ask you. No, but it's very interesting. This is because it was part of our topic, the holistic health.
Yes.
So what is for you sustainable health?
Yeah,
Tell us.
Sustainable,
We want to know.
For me, sustainable health is really trying to get yourself to a place when you're no longer yo-yo dieting.
All right.
We have lived our whole life yo-yo dieting. We go through a place where, hey, it's time for summer and we need to get to our summer body. We go on these crash diets of not eating for a long period. And then as soon as summer's done, you get back to the winter body where it's like you gain a bunch of weight, you don't want to go out and exercise. You break up from a relationship, you start eating and like you don't care anymore. You don't need to look good for anyone anymore. But if you're able to learn and understand what sustainable health is, it means you educate yourself on how to eat better, you build better habits, you focus on an 80-20 rule. I really believe in the 80-20 rule. Some people do the 90-10.
What is the 80-20 rule, Mary? See how smart she is, yeah.
So the 80.
She asked me the question. Do you have question before? I said, no, I don't prepare the question. I don't tell the question that I have in mind, you know. And she's asking me to ask her. This is very smart. All right. What is the 90-20 60?
90-10, 90-10, the 80-20.
Yeah,
So the
what is it?
80-20, the 80-20 rule is 80% eating healthy,
All right.
which is balance, and 20% eating
Cheat day.
pretty much whatever you like. I don't really like the word cheat day too much because cheat day really is so much focused on such a negative connotation to what food is all about.
Oh, I see.
I honestly don't believe in cheating. I think you if you really focus on eating super healthy 80% of the time, and then you kind of give yourself a couple of days, like the weekends, where you can kind of, you know, go a little bit
Cheat
off
day.
track by enjoying the things that you do enjoy. That creates sustainable health, because
So
you're not
80-20, yeah?
yeah, because you're not restricting
yeah,
people
makes sense,
from
actually.
you're not restricting people from still enjoying the things
It's another
they
way
enjoy.
to balance as well, you know. You're balancing your what your mind wants, because, you know, what the body craving sometime, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you want something super oily, super like,
Yeah.
you know, fried. Like, I'm feeling like I want to eat a burger now.
Yeah,
and juices, you know my addiction with juices.
Yeah, you
I've
do
been
ha-
drinking
you-
a lot of juice.
you do
But
have an
since
addiction.
since we had the conversation now, I'm really reducing. I'm focusing more on water.
I'm glad you're starting taking my advice, Allaoua.
Trying, yeah.
So good.
I need to
So
lose
good.
this belly, you know.
So good.
40 years old is around the corner.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Yeah.
No better way to start than now.
Yeah, I know. Just before. Well, what about the water? You know, we were like I have two questions basically. I want to ask you. What is water gonna do for your gut health in general, linking to holistic health? And the other question will be more about farts and gas, and which is a fun topic. But, you know, let me put it this way: we have sometimes experience in the yoga class. You know, people farting, you know, and it can be smelly and funny at the same time. But for example, I was talking with Sabrina. We did a talk as well, and she was speaking about how her metabolism changed after turning into vegan. You know, I thought I believe more into more balanced nutrition. So, what is your opinion on that?
On veganism?
Yeah,
Or
on
on just
holistic, on like what type of food should we eat? Should we,
Okay.
you know.
Okay, that's a really good question. Thank you so much for asking that. Let's dive into water initially.
Yeah.
Let's talk about water.
Let's not think.
Let's not sing.
There's also jokes. Yeah. Sorry.
So yeah, water. Water's life. You know, like it is possibly the most important thing that our body needs to survive. We can survive weeks without food, but we can not survive very long without water.
Not much, yeah.
Right? Our body
true.
is predominantly water. You know this. It is pretty much taken up most of it by
Liquid,
water.
yeah.
Yeah, liquids, brain health.
We
Our heart,
we
our
say like
lungs.
in yoga, you consider your body basically like a lake, you know. So you decide if you want a clear lake, blue clear lake, or if you want like a yellowish. So the water has to be always input and be filtered by the body to get away, to flush and clean all the toxins out of.
Correct,
change the
100%.
pH, yeah.
100%. So water is a massive deal. We all drink it, we all need it, we use it in every aspect of our life. We swim in it, we shower in it. You know, we use it all the time for everything. We can't survive without water. Hence why water is such an important aspect to health, especially in countries like the Middle East where we live at,
It's
where
hot.
it's extremely hot,
humid,
extremely
yeah.
humid. People suffer from chronic dehydration. People don't even know it. They actually mistake hunger for dehydration.
Oh, so you could feel hungry when you
They
actually
actually
want water.
are thirsty, but they end up thinking they're hungry
Eating.
and they end up eating, but actually they should be drinking.
So how many liter do you recommend? Like these 3 liter things? that they
Now, I would always recommend between 2 to 3.5 liters of water a day. So obviously the intake for the amount of water that women should be drinking to the intake of water that men should be drinking is different. Our muscles require water. It's pretty much all water, right?
It's pretty much all water.
And what a lot of people don't realize is that because our muscles feed into water and fat doesn't feed into water, it dehydrates water. We need to, if you're somebody that's bodybuilding, if you're someone that trains a lot, you need a lot more water, right? Now let's talk about the relation between water and gut health, right? Now, how does that affect our system? Okay, water, obviously, when we drink it, water, when we do drink it, where does it go? Goes into our stomach. What does that feed into? You know, it then feeds into all of the cells in our body to help us move every day, our normal bodily functions.
Can you go to the fart part? Faster?
Then, you know, it goes into our intestines, small intestines, large intestines, and then a really important organ that it then hits to and absorbs in is our kidneys. What is our functions of our kidneys?
Filter water.
It filters the toxins.
The bladder.
So it filters all of the negative toxins in our body, and the water helps aid with that. And then obviously into our urine, and we want them to
bladder,
be super clear,
Yeah.
right? Now, in relation to farts.
Yeah? Yeah? I'm not very interested in this topic.
What are...
It's going to be our last question. It's going to be our last thing because we need to wear it up, you know, time goes fast in good company. Yeah.
Sure, no
So yeah, just like some advice maybe to avoid not just farting but bloating, like how people can start to make a change in this topic to improve the health
no
of the
problem.
gut.
So let's talk a little bit about farts. Okay. How often do you pass gas?
Me personally?
Yeah.
Never. Ask my wife. Love you, baby. No, not really. I don't know. A couple of times, I guess. Yeah.
A day?
It depends on what I eat. I guess it's really related to
Yes.
which food I'm gonna
Yes.
get. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
So let's talk about like
The fermentation.
let's talk about 3 different types of farts.
All right, let's go.
All right. So the first, I'm gonna make it like the farts. Like I think we all have it. The odorless ones, the ones that you know you pass it and doesn't
The
really
gas,
smell
yeah,
like
yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
Those are just farts that we actually and we all need to have them.
Okay.
Okay. What they do is they basically just help us. Maybe we drink some carbonated sodas. It just basically is a gas that just needs to come out.
Okay.
Right? And then there's those instant farts where it comes and we don't really, it's no warning to it. It
Okay.
just like, it's an instant. It doesn't smell like anything either. It doesn't
Okay.
usually like smell like anything. But those instant farts are the ones like, it just comes without warning. Like you don't know like it's about to happen and it just happens. Have you ever had those?
Yeah, of course. Like everyone.
Yeah, but usually those type of farts are the kind of farts that come out because they're trying to, like, you're eating something for a moment and they need to make room for other things to digest.
Okay.
So they kind of just like
Create space.
Yeah,
Okay.
it creates space.
Or the last part.
And the last one is called SBDs.
Okay.
And
Scientific
that,
name sounds
and that
dangerous.
is
The smelly one.
that is
The spicy one.
silent but deadly.
All right.
Those are the very interesting ones because the silent but deadly. Now the silent and deadly can be either two. I would say there are always 2 versions of it. One of them is they smell really bad, and another one is they don't really smell at all. So the silent and deadly farts are usually the ones triggered more on the kind of foods that you eat.
Okay.
Right? So you could either have a food intolerance to something. So if you're eating gluten,
gluten
if you're
intolerance, lactose
eating
intolerance,
lactose intolerant too,
I see.
you start developing like these really smelly farts. And then there is one that you're eating sulfur-rich foods. Okay, so anything from eggs, broccoli,
eggs is terrible.
kale, like cruciferous vegetables.
Eggs is the killer. I think I agree.
Eggs.
Too much eggs.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
less friends.
you know the wonderful thing, Allaoua, about my particular diet per se, is I would say like in my 20s I did get a lot of farts. You know, it was quite common in just my everyday. I would be a lot gassy. But I would say now that my diet has gotten to another level, I just don't pass gas as much as I used to.
Since you're watching your nutrition.
Yeah, but you know, don't get me wrong. Like passing gas is a healthy part of
I see, but not
health,
the killing
but not
one. The
but not that, and not as much every day.
Yeah. Okay. So, great. So yeah, I was.
You were talking a little bit about bloating.
Yeah. Maybe we're gonna
Some
keep
advice.
bloating and some other aspect, because I really think like any topics we've been talking with all the guests, so much interesting, we can stretch it for maybe
Another
other
session.
hours.
Cool.
Yeah. So yeah, let's see. So what I wanted to do today is speak about gut health in particular, and see how Mary can help you guys to fart less, obviously, and improve. One thing to remember, your mental health. This is really something, I guess, the most interesting thing is like how the gut is relating to your mood and to your like, let's say, mental sanity and mental balance. Very interesting. Thank you so much, Mary, for being with us today. We'll see you very soon, I guess, in another video. Thank you for all your tips. Where we can talk to you, where we can know more about you. Do you have any Instagram account?
Yes,
Where is it?
I do have an Instagram account. My
Okay.
name is Mary Christine on Instagram.
Okay.
I do also have a TikTok.
We'll put it down as well, yeah.
Which
on
is
TikTok.
the nutrition coach,
Okay.
and yeah.
Very
so,
good. So you can DM Mary if you want any information about gas or about anything else, about guts in general.
Thank you.
And
Allaoua.
I know Mary for a long time. I know she really helped a lot of people, and it's something very important into your wellness journey in general. Life. What is life if it's not a wellness journey, guys?
Yes.
Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned. Put a lot of comments. Ask us some questions. We're here to answer, guys. Thank you very much, everyone, for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for watching. Ask your friends, share. This is the subscribe button to stay tuned and to be notified for the next episode of Dubai Wellness Talk. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you, Allaoua.
See you soon, guys.
See you.
Bye-bye.